So we all know Samsung has a bit of a thing for copying Apple's moves, but with the Galaxy S26 Ultra, I really hope they leave one thing alone, the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Let me explain why. What's up guys, Sal here. So before I get into that, let's talk about some new updates for the S26 Ultra. One big feature we already know coming is called the AI privacy display, which makes the screen content unreadable unless you're looking straight at it. And now we've got a real look at how it works on the S26 Ultra. Honestly, this is bigger than I expected. Let me show you why. First, there's a new auto privacy toggle in settings. This can turn on privacy display when you're in public spots like elevators or public transport. You can also set it to activate under specific conditions, like automatically when you open banking apps or even when you're entering your lock screen PIN. Now here's the best part, you can choose which parts of your screen stay fully visible and which ones get blurred or dimmed. For example, any notifications that pop up or a picture-in-picture window can be blurred out. You can even protect images in your gallery that contain sensitive info. And yeah, the lock screen fields get privacy treatment too. But if you really want to go all in on privacy, Samsung's adding a maximum privacy mode. This makes the screen even darker to read from the side, so only you can see the content clearly. So yeah, you've got a ton of control over this feature. Samsung's using something called Flex Magic Pixel, which tweaks pixels in real time, likely with the help of AI. Now, will older devices get this feature? Probably not. This tech needs that special display, so forget about it on older devices. The other S26 models might miss out too. This could just be a feature for the S26 Ultra. But wait, there's more privacy stuff. Samsung's also adding a tool called Privacy Protection, which can automatically blur or remove sensitive information from images you share. So if you're sending a pic of your driver's license or passport, you can blank out the parts you don't want to share with just a click of a button. And the best part, this will be included in One UI 8.5, meaning it will be available on every Samsung device that gets the update and won't be an exclusive feature for the S26 lineup. Next up, the selfie camera. Here's the deal, the entire S26 lineup, including the Ultra, is taken with the same 12 megapixel sensor Samsung's been using since the S23. In 2025, both Apple and Google have made leaps in their selfie game. Apple, for example, stepped it up with that new square sensor on the iPhone 17. So it's frustrating to see Samsung stick with the same outdated tech. We also know the S26 Ultra will use the new M14 display panel. But don't expect the same on the other S26 variants. The non-Ultra versions are still getting the older M13 panels. That means they'll miss out on both the privacy display feature and the quality upgrade that come with the M14 and COE tech. Alright, let's get to the real question. Why am I asking Samsung not to copy the iPhone 17 Pro Max? Well, by now you've probably heard about the scratch gate. People are already posting photos of their brand new iPhone 17 Pros covered in scratches, dents, and chips. Heck, even demo units in Apple stores look like they've been through some generic testing. And it's not because people are being careless, just setting it on a table or using MagSafe accessories is enough to leave marks. What's worse is that a lot of people are seeing scratches and chips around the camera bumps. Apple ditched titanium this year in favor of full aluminum body, and guess what? The culprit is the anodized coating on that aluminum. Since aluminum is softer, it's not holding up well, especially around the sharp edges of the camera bump. That protective coating is coming off fast. And to make it even worse, Apple says these aren't scratches, they're just material transfer and you can wipe them off. Sound familiar? It's like the antenna gate fiasco all over again, where Apple claimed people were just holding the phone wrong. Nope, these chips, scuffs, and scratches are happening even without using MagSafe, often after just a little use. This is exactly why I hope Samsung doesn't copy Apple's aluminum unibody design for the S26 Ultra. Apple sold everyone on the idea that downgrading to aluminum from titanium was an upgrade for heat management, but in reality, any improvement in heat dissipation came from the new vapor chamber cooling system, not the aluminum frame. Now, to be clear, there's no sign that Samsung is moving to a full aluminum body for the S26 Ultra. All the leaks still point to titanium, and that's a good thing. Titanium is tougher, more scratch resistant, and honestly it feels more ultra. So Samsung, if you're watching, please for the love of durability, don't get any ideas. Stick with titanium, keep the durability, and let Apple handle the premium scratch experience, because the last thing we need is Scratchgate 2.0 Galaxy Edition. With that being said, I've got 10 more updates on the S26 Ultra. Click right here and I'll see you there.